Teleport silver. Well, it'd help if you guys were already ready beforehand, but I had to bring a couple people last minute. So the faster you guys listen, the faster I can get this part done. That being said, we're going to set the board up. Once we set the board up, we'll get the national anthem. Alright. So, gentlemen, could start your flag, or start, no. You guys could face the flag. We will be playing the national anthem. I would ask you guys to take your hats off. That doesn't really matter here in this virtual environment. So, yeah, flags over there are off on 1 and 2. Here we go. Alright, drivers, start your engines. As a roaring symphony of V8s roaring about the landscape, sweetie, if you do join, you'll have to emerge from the back of the field. We also have none other than the man himself, JD Kelly. I don't know if he's in the booth, but he is there in the grandstand, so if you join, you're going to have to start from back there. Everyone is, not everyone is in their cars, so Speedy here, just make your way up there, Speedy. So make your way up to the back spot. I'm gonna be on the 5th row outside. But we need... If Speedy doesn't start to move, we're gonna start pacing. You're gonna be at however many laps down you are. So, I think everyone is in their cars. Is Kelly here? He's not here. Alright, well, that being said, we're gonna put the intro up. Holy smokes. Well, it's time for the Superstar race. There's gonna be nothing specifically presenting here. I don't know what Speedy is fucking doing, but we are gonna go yellow. Speedy, you're gonna have to get your car and merge to the back of the field. Pace speed's gonna be 60. Eris, we need you up. So we need the outside row up. I read Speedy. He needs to get to his car. He needs to get up there. It's gonna be our. He's gonna start however many laps down he is. If we could have some more space between the rows, between rows 3 and 4, specifically the guys in row 4. And having a lot of flag. Okay, so Speedy is probably not gonna finish this race. We're gonna have a 3 caution deal. I'm particularly not going to let Speedy start if he does not join the field in time for us to start. Mainly because of the disruption that would cause. So again, 10 cars here. We need to give you to the outside road. You need to stay there. I don't know what you're doing all the way back there. In fact, why is Shibe there? Shibe, move up a spot. We need Shibe and R15 to switch up. No. Shibe needs to... yeah, Shibe's fine, R15. Never mind, you guys were fine before. I was tricked out by Nico. Switch back again. You guys need to give a little more space in the back. I need Nico up. If Speedy does not start by the time we go green, I'm just going to reset him. He's not going to start. Just because that would cause a lot of issues. So, we go green next lap. Alright, lights are black. We need Jake to pull away. We need the rest of the cars to do as best as they can for pacing. Fourth row back off a tiny bit. Okay, we're good. And Speedy has not decided to go, so I'm gonna watch the lights. Green flag. Allowed to pass Eris. Eris backed off heavily. No jumps to call on that start. Jake, can you teleport Speedy out of there? He's not gonna start. There's too many laps down. Gonna cause us a lot of issues. Anyways, up in the front, Twin Triple V sits. Eris now to take out the second place spot. Jack Pro PC up in the third. We did see a lot of good performance by Gearim yesterday, but he slept it out. So probably he's not... He wasn't even supposed to start the race, so... The fact that he waited that long with his performance yesterday, I just can't. We got 3 wide there for the podium spot. Eris with a big dive. She was in second, but she's been falling a little bit behind. Jack Pro PC getting challenged by Shuffle. So we are going to unmute Jake just in case you see anything. I don't know if you can unmute yourself. Here we are, 3 wide for the second place position. A big car field here. Twin with a bit of a lag spike there, but he keeps on going. We got a 4-car battle for the second place spot. Shipe is going to get loose. Up on the edge of the turn number 2. We are 5 laps into the 60-lap feature. Mind you, there's this very special restart format should it be needed. Although I do believe everyone is good so far. I just need Jake to watch the guys in the back just in case anything happens. I got the front. So, the battle for second, Raging Knot, Silver Woomy. A not too regular driver in the Rotsmod series. Only had 1 race before, I believe, as far as I can recall. They won it, though. That was at Daytona Backstretch. A very familiar driver, however, to a bunch of their competitors. They know who they are. They've gone against them many times. Shuffle also there in the 3rd place spot. I think he only won his first... I don't even know if he's won a Rotsmod race yet, now that I think about it. But he's held up a lot of good performances in the past. This could be his opportunity to change things. Of course, it's not being a points race. You know, nothing towards a championship, all just glory and marbles for today. Twin's gonna extend his lead by about a second here. Silver Woomy still holding off from Shuffle. The 3rd place spot going to be taken by Eris Netta ahead of Jack Pro PC. Although Jack Pro is going to dive down the apron, trying to climb up as much as he can. It's not going to work too well for him. Here's Shive with a dive bomb for position. Not going to work. Jack Pro PC still holding off in the 5th place position. Believe stuff going on in the back. Not much going on in the back. Now down the back straight. They're 3 and 4, and I think the field is starting to spread itself out a little bit. I'm gonna get a thumbnail here where I can. Twin is starting to close in on his first lap car, R15. All right. Back up to the action. Again, the field has pretty much stayed where it has, although Shibe has pushed just ahead of Jack Pro PC. The battle's still going on for the top 5. Thank you there for that, Kelly. But anyways, for what it's worth, our cars making their way down the front straight away. Not the biggest amount of things to report. Again, everyone's still in a very close tail chase, although you can see where their skills are coming in. As there's a big spin, almost. Eris is going to lose it. We're going to call the caution for her. That's going to bunch the field up. And Eris is only going to get 1 strike. We're already a third of the way through the race. Twin's going to get the race back. Second place is going to go to Silver Woomy. R15 is going to get the lap back. And then we have Shibe, Jack Pro, Shuffle. Then it is behind that. It is Gibby, Nico. Eris is going to have to deal with being in the back. Minus R15. R15 will still be starting behind her. We need you guys to go single file here. Please give up space to the guys ahead of you. As there are some protests, I think, for the 3rd place spot does seize itself. So please just try to give each other space. We're just trying to get ready for the next phase. R15 spinning out on the front stretch under caution. So we are going to just keep on going till then. So Eris is going to restart from the 8th place spot. However, she can climb back up if she could potentially sneak something here once the choose lane happens. So next time by, we will be doing the choose lane, as long as you guys can pace well enough. You guys are going to stick to the middle lane, please, for now. You're going to make up your minds once it's time. Remember, do not go in through the commit zone. You must choose the left lane or the right lane, and then you're going to move up. So left lane or right lane, now's the time. Now's the time. Left or right lane, left or right lane. And we got our rows. We need Nico up to the 3rd row inside. Eris is going to stick to the outside. Alright. Eris back off. Eris back off. Alright, Jake, you're going to pull it in. We're going to go black. If we can hold our pace well enough, we need Gibby to move up a little bit. We also need R15 to back off a tiny bit. Okay. Balance yourselves. Gibby, please move up a tiny bit. Nico, move up. Alright, hold your pace. You're gonna watch the lights. And green flag. Eris with a jump. Give up a spot. Eris, give up a spot. You'll be moved to the back upon the next restart if you do not. Eris, give up the spots. Eris, give up the spots. You move by the entire row. Okay, Eris clear. So, the battle there for the 2nd place spot between Shibe and Silver Woomy. Eris is going to get loose. Does she recover? Nearly loses it, but she does keep on going. Lights on the track are now going to be green. Jake, if you could watch Eris here just in case. It's going to be a frustrating restart for her. She had it all together, but things have been a little bit falling off. Still a lot of race to go. We're almost halfway done. But after all this time, we're still only almost halfway done, so things could easily change for the better, especially if there's more cautions. Looks like Shibe's starting to peek a little bit ahead of Silver Woomy. Closing in on our race leader, Twin Turbo V6. He's been dominant the whole race. He was dominating the heat races. So Twin knows his track like the bottom of his wrist. He knows it like the top of it too. He knows it pretty much like he knows his both hands. And he's doing pretty good here. Aerosnet is side by side in the back. There's a little bit of a save by Jack Pro PC. Nothing too major, just a little bit of a slide there, but recovers pretty well. That does, however, allow Nico out to, who's been pretty much we're not going to talk about that. Moving on. Shibe still holding off the second place spot from Silver Lumi where they can. Shuffle potentially trying to slide through as a battle between newcomer Gibby and old school guy Nico Alex. Making a way through the front straight. Now, mind you, there was a big save there. I'm not sure who that was. I think that was Shy because we could see the Shuffles made up a spot. Made up two, so Shuffle, I believe. Shuffles made up one spot, so they made their way up to the third place. So that must have been Shy that made that big move. But we have the spin, yellow flag. Here's our race back. The Twin gets it. Silver Lumi, we are under caution. First, watch the board for the results, but I'm going to check where I can. So we are caution here. R15 has caused a caution, so we are yellow. We're going to check the positions real quickly, make sure everything's balanced. So Twin is first, second place is Silver, Shuffle third, Shy fourth, Jack Pro PC fifth, sixth place is Nicolaus, seventh is Gibby, eighth is Eris, R15 is going to be in the back. Eris is eighth. R15, please let Eris keep her spot. Don't push her too much. Don't sandwich her. We need Eris to back off a little bit. I know you're in the back. You don't want to be, but you need to do that. So next lap, we will do it. We'll be doing the lane choice. So please, inside or outside lane. Jack Pro PC back off from Shibe. Don't cause him to pour. Oh. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Okay, inside, outside. Inside, outside. Choose an L. And stay behind the car that was ahead of you. Air's going to stick to the bottom, but it looks like the two outside rails are going to push up. So we need Gibby and R15 to move up, please. And Air still stays in the back. So we're going to try to go green this time once you guys, so the lights are going black. We need Jake in. And can we, can the fourth row please not be too antsy? We do need Gibby up there. We do need Gibby up. We do need Gibby up. We do need Gibby up. R15 move up. Green flag. No jumps to call. Good start. We are now 20 laps to go. As there is Calamity there for the second place spot. It will settle itself as Nico falling to the back. Airs with a great start. Meanwhile, Shuffle having to dogfight his way for second. Twin off to another lead as Silver Lumi is going to claim the second place spot. Silver battling it out with Shy for third. Jackbrook going to be in the fifth place spot behind him. This is a four-car dogfight for position. We hope this settles itself, of course, as we run through the laps. There's going to be a loose car. Gibby, does he save it? Yes, he does. Falls into the back. A great save by the Pepsi machine to hold himself together. Again, this is going to be the greatest Rotsmon race of the year. The best drivers, the best field, the most competitive field. You can see how that looks. So we have the fastest Rotsmont drivers available. Twin crossing the line, Silver in second. Shuffle still having to hold off from Scheib, as Eris has made a climb up to 6th place. Scheib and Shuffle side by side. Scheib peeking up ahead again for the podium position. As we're at this stage of the race, I would like to say once we're done, I would like you guys to pull into the pit lane. Oh, Scheib is going to spin, so we're going to have a race back. Keep on going, guys. Scheib has caused a caution. He's going to be restarting from the back of the field. But here's your race back. Twin Turbo V6 making its way out of turn number 4. Yellow flag out. Silver, Shuffle, Jack Pro. I think it's going to be between Nico and Eris. Just line up as the board says. Behind that will be R15, or behind that will be Gibby, then R15, and then it will be Scheib. So we're going to try to review that as quickly as we can here. It's going to be hard with the hard to make a big call on that. We're just going to go off the board, so Nico's going to be ahead of Eris. Okay. So next lap we will be doing the choose lane, but not this one, but next time by. We got our order ready. A little bit of lagging, that's okay. Again, inside or outside, you move up to the front of that row, whichever side you choose. So, here you guys go. Left lane, right lane, just don't go down the middle. This is the 3rd time we're going to do it. And we'll see how it goes. Jack Pro, come on. Okay, Jack Pro, you're going to be in the 3rd row. You pass Shuffle. So, Eris is going to be in the 5th row. Or, I mean, in the 4th row. We need Scheib up a tiny bit. We're good. If we could make the 3rd row kind of spread things out a little, just, okay, we're good for the most of it. So, we're going to go black. Again, Eris getting the short end of the stick from the choose lane, so that's interesting. We need R15 up. We need R15 up. Eris Netta. Try to back off a tiny bit, Eris. Green flag. Don't pass the car ahead of you until you actually allowed to pass R15. That is a warning for Jack Pro, however. So, allow to pass R15, Jack Pro, give up 1 spot, just let Nico Bai go wide this turn. Jack Pro clear. Gets it back at the end of the corner, so he holds off. We are 5 laps to go. There is Scheib. Is he going to spin out again? Yes, he is. We're going to... he keeps it going. He kept some inertia. If he's going a little any slower than I probably would have, but just gonna stick with the 125 or 100 Robux. That's not a bad deal. Basically, just like winning Rotsmont just for staying in 9th, that's a pretty darn good deal. Here's Nico, however, fighting for the floor place spot. Eris Netta in the mixture. That's actually a battle for 3rd. So Eris pushing all the way up there. So we have 2 to go. This time by, we'll be seeing the white flag. I don't see any spinners. So as it stands, the leaders cross the white is now in the air. So this is how the race is going to end. Twin is off. He's got a good lead. I don't think Silver's got anything to do on him. Out of turn number 3 and 4, your race winner is going to be Twin Turbo V6. Second place going to Silver. Harrison third. Then it is Shuffle, Nico, Jack Pro, Gibby, R15, and Shibe. And there's 3 cars up and over. Now, since they do not care how this one goes, if everyone could go into the pit lane, R15, correct yourself, just go to the pits. We will, well, since Twin is flipped over, so I'm just gonna put his car on the victory lane. We'll get the victory lane photo. See if you flip over, you do surrender your donuts. Alright. So, if we could have everyone out of the way. Reminder that we'll be interviewing everyone, and also a second reminder that everyone here does get paid. So, Twin Turbo V6 here comes up on top, dominates the entire weekend, unstoppable today. So Twin Turbo V6, what do you have to say about today's race? Again, just to complete another round of domination for you.
So yeah. This mic broke.
And that trophy is mislabeled, but I'll just get an angle that's far enough to where you can't read what it says. I'm going to give you another one. So, a pretty solid dominant race today here at Arcadia Speedway. Good to be back here in the late summer. It must be hella hot on the track, given it's like 95 degrees in real life. But just a pretty solid race for you. What do you got to say about the track and the system? Looks like you're the master at it. Is he here?
Not working.
Twin? Oh, his mic is goofing. So if you guys want to stick around for an interview, you can. Would be nice to get a word out of all you guys if you want. That's fair enough. Dinner? And oh yeah, you're in Indiana. I goofed the rest. Wait, but it's like 3:30. What? You know, whatever. Alright, I don't think... is Twin back here? Here, Twin. Let's try that again. If you want, you could just chat, I guess. Race was alright, says Twin. Again, you guys can stick around if you want to interview. Pretty much everyone here gets paid, like, way more than normal, so... It's still basically a win under any normal circumstance, like even for Shy. So, yeah. I was putting consistent laps, wasn't pushing too hard, says Twin. I knew hitting the wall would cost me more than being half a tenth a lap slower. That's fair. You know, if you know how to outdrive the other fields, you don't need to push way too hard. You're already doing that. Looked like most people were doing pretty good today, given that there's only one lap car, and even then, that was just because you guys were running for so long. Was hoping the people behind didn't get better starts.
What?
We were still waiting on Twin to... Alright, so he's continued. Overall, just not trying to put myself under pressure. And looks like Twin here's done a pretty good job at that. But 1,000 Robux is pretty nice. I'll be managing that in the next couple days, so expect it in about 2 to 3 weeks. So once we're in, like, I think after the Gyo weekend, or I think by Windbridge, you'll be paid. So, should be good. My poor wallet. No, it's okay. It's okay. So that's fair. So just a pretty solid race today. I don't think there's really a whole lot to see from your POV other than just, you just had to hold yourself together and you did a really good job at that. You held consistent. Everyone else was just trying to focus on getting past the other car to get to you. So overall, just a race just went in your favor. So next year, we're probably going to move to 1.5. That might change things up a little bit, as of course the guys need to adapt to it. We'll figure that one out when it comes around. We'll probably be doing quite a few test races between December and March for that reason. So yeah, there'll also be a test race on South Bend, the Winter Nationals or whatever. So yeah. I did hear you talk about that earlier. So, you guys can stick around if you guys are patient enough. I'll get you guys just after this. Gonna grind Gym League now they've updated. Alright. Is there anything else you want to say here, Twin, before we move on to some of the other drivers? He is impersonating... Fuck, what was the green car? Chick Hicks. He's doing a Chick Hicks impersonation. He's going Kachika. So. Alright, there, Twin. Thank you there, Twin Triple V Sits. Again, our race winner today. A very solid performance. We're not going to check. So he comes home with 1,000 Robux, but everyone here is going to come home with more than usual. We're going to watch that race finish real quickly, see what the positions are as they go down. I just need to get onto that. So Silver Woomy comes up to second place. Eris will be third. Silver is still here, so we do appreciate your patience. So thank you there, Silver. Second place position today. So you're gonna come home with 500 Robux in a couple of weeks. So what do you guys say about that?
Well, that's a lot of Robux, first of all. So that put a smile on my face when I actually read the payouts after the race.
You're probably so disappointed, then you're like, oh wait, what the fuck? Yeah. And it's
could have been 1,000.
Could have been 1,000. Made half of that for second, but you did make twice the amount the third's gonna get. So that is.
Is that a train on the track?
That is a train. That's an Eris train. So a lot of moving up and down for you today. You did move up back from the top 5 back up to the front, and you started the race all the way from the back, so moving up quite a few positions today. How was the race for you as a driver?
It was all about being consistent with the lap times, not hitting the walls, which I did once, but then that didn't really did anything because we had a caution right after. Yeah, that's about it. Just don't put it at the wall and stay consistent with the...
Alright.
All you had to do was get good lap times, like 14.7, low 7s. That's all I did the whole race, and it worked.
You think somebody like you benefited off of the double wide restart system?
I don't know, probably.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a fun, whatchamacallit. It's a fun mix-up. I haven't seen any other series do this before, ever. So, trying it out. here was pretty nice.
All right, well, that's great to hear. Is there anything else you want to say here before we try to move on to third?
Yeah, I think if I got like 10 more laps, I would have caught Twin. Big if though.
Big if. All right, well,
Fantastic race from everyone.
Yep. That was a pretty solid race by you, Silver. Sucks to see that you're unable to race most of the time. We understand why. It's fine. Hopefully in the mid-car race coming up at Yekaterinburg, you'll do pretty good. That's coming up next week at Saturday at 10 a.m. So 2 hours earlier than we ran this. I know you'll probably be there for that. So
I should be.
all right. Good luck with that. And thank you there for showing up today. Hopefully there will be another one of these opportunities. It's really cool to watch you on track every time you come. You're such a great driver. It's just the times are just not in your favor. So
yeah, I wish I lived in America. This turning left stuff isn't that bad.
Real. All right. Well, thank you there, Silver. We are going to move on to third place finisher Eris Netta. I do appreciate your patience. So Eris here, back to the front, going going around like a 2000s EDM dancer. So Eris finishing P3 overall, which I think is a pretty good way to finish up the race after everything today. It's going to come home with 250 Robux. What do you have to say about today's race? As you fly in the air, in the ground.
My eyes started burning like hell from lap 2 onwards, and there was little to nothing that I could do about it. I was also dozing off because I woke up today at 5:50, and it's currently almost 4 p.m. I've been awake for almost like 12 hours while sick, so I'm kind of just half functioning right now. Really bummed that I didn't place any higher. I was hoping that I could use the payouts to fund my gambling expenses, but I don't think 250 is going to be enough to afford it. So I guess I'm going to have to just live without it, I guess.
Fair enough here, but Eris Netta, essentially is like winning a couple races in a weekend, so still very solid.
Yeah, but I
result
could have
overall,
won
but
10 races. I could have won 10 races in a weekend.
that's true.
Instead, I won 2.5.
That's true. Or I think 3 mid-cart races.
Yeah, and I haven't won a single one, so like... Actually, no. I'm pretty sure I haven't won a single one.
Yeah. Well, there's an opportunity next week. One thing I want to ask you, someone that struggled today, I think, with the choose lane rules used. So I don't know what was going on there with the choose lane.
That I always just got really bad luck when picking my lane. I always picked the one that everyone picked. That's really what happened.
All right. Is this a feature you think you'd like to see potentially in the future? Or do you think it's just an exclusive? No. No.
I saw so many people shifting to one lane then going to the other. I saw Jack doing it like 2 times. Like, I mean, if you're gonna enforce it in a way better way that prevents people from, like, stuttering between lanes, then I guess. But at least right now and last year, there's been so many cases of people just stuttering from lane to lane because they noticed that their choice maybe wasn't very good.
All right. That is, I believe, the thing we actually see with NASCAR when they did that too, where they might try to trick out the other drivers by doing a little technique like that. But that's your thoughts. That's fair enough. Oh! That Rossmont's going to go down in a ball of flames.
They can pick out a couple spectators.
Uh-oh. All right. So is there any closing thoughts, maybe leading into next week when we go to Russia?
The Mets cars are gonna suck there. Like, actually. It's gonna be the only track where you're gonna go into 6th. And it's also going to be the only track where you're going to cry from how slow you're going down the straight. Like, genuinely, that downhill after turn, one, two, three, four, like after turn 4, that's most likely going to be the only time in the whole schedule where you're going to shift into 6th.
All right. I think we actually did see them at Daytona, if I recall correctly, going to sixth gear.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay,
I was with my friends having a life.
fair enough.
I was surviving on my own,
Right.
not eating spaghetti or any form of pasta.
Fair enough,
Nothing
Eris.
still.
Is there anything else?
No, not really.
Okay. Thank
Just
you.
like I hope I can do better. I hope I can be not washed, and I still don't like these cars
Okay. Well, thank you there,
because they're
Eris Netter.
fat.
Hopefully some good luck comes your way next weekend when we do another full weekend at Yekaterinburg. We are going to move on to the third place finisher. I believe that's
You said third,
fourth. Fourth.
but
That was Shuffle. So Shuffle was fourth here. So Shuffle finishing in the fourth place spot. A pretty solid finish coming home, I believe, with 200 Robux. 225, I think.
Yeah.
So, pretty solid overall payout for you too. Essentially like winning 2.5 races, 2.25. How was the race for you? I know you went up place, and how was the
You
choose
started.
zone? Yeah.
I mean, Aris is hating on it. I don't really mind it. I kind of liked it. That it wasn't a problem for me, you know. And of course, people are gonna fake each other. That's the whole gist of it, you know. It makes things a little bit more exciting. In my opinion, it was great, but to each their own, I guess.
Fair enough. How's the race for you?
I feel very mixed about it. Sure, I did great for a Roxmods race because I never drive those, but still, while Speedy was spinning, you didn't really pay attention to that. While Speedy almost spun, I hit the wall and almost spun as well. And I was basically with Silver on the back of Twin, so I could have at least gotten a P2. But then I hit the wall, almost spun, got overtaken by Aris, got P4 instead. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm still happy I made it top 5 because comparatively last year where I ended P8, it's a sign I've improved a lot.
That's true, and again, a very strong performance overall. How do you think the next race is going to go? Of course, being the last race on the European schedule, quite literally on the border of Europe and Asia.
I mean,
Russia. Good.
it's a track that last year was an interesting one because last year it was the night before I went to France. So I basically put an all-nighter, slept in the car, and then still was tired all day. But I mean, it's an interesting track. We'll see how it goes. I'm for sure not gonna be there for the Rux mods because fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
that's
But
fair. That's fair.
for the micros and the super indies, you know, you can count on me. I don't really know. Last year wasn't my best race there. It was mainly because I was still new, sort of. And I was kind of one of the tracks you really had to know, and those who did know had a bigger advantage, but still. Overall, we'll see how it goes. At least getting back on the podium would be nice. I've had a few bumpers in from my micros at least. Super Indy has been going upwards while my micros have been going down. So let's see what happens there.
All right, so there is a pretty darn solid result still. Hopefully things will turn even better next week. You might even get a win. You looked pretty good last time out at Goatborg. You did actually get a win. Of course, that is your track. In a lot of ways, that's the track that you've done your best at historically.
Yeah.
So Things will probably, be a little bit different here.
And GTI is driving as well, right?
Yes, everything. It's a full weekend.
Yeah. If I might even show up to the GTI because my work schedule just like I have to work till 8 and the race is at 9, so 10-minute cycle home. I'll be there as well, probably.
All right, sounds great. I really got a mod. Oh yeah, the other thing is I might have to put you in Twin's car. Like, there's a conspiracy in the GTI series that your car is fast, and I can't see anything that's directly doing it, but I'll probably just swap your cars. So you see.
Oh, we
Yes.
already did a test. Twin was
Yeah.
a few tenths faster than me in Francia Corsa, but the thing is, and I've said it before, the Ferrari is a great downforce car, and to be honest, a lot of people just didn't pick it. I like the downforce. Of course, I don't have the top speed because if you look at the Viper, when we were at Daytona, he was like 12 to 15 miles an hour quicker than me on the straight, and you just can't compete with that. So yeah, my car is a good factor why I've been doing so great, but it's not the only factor.
Bless you. Firstly.
Yeah, thank you.
It is a high speed track, so we'll see how that looks over coming into that weekend. If you are talking about that, maybe Twin moving out of the Viper might not have been such a big move might not be such a great idea after all. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. The cars are pretty well balanced anyways, so we'll probably still come down to skill and strategy.
Like, it's not I've won every race did with the GTIs.
Yeah.
Twin has beaten me in his car, so it's. Although I have to say, Francia Corsa, would I have had a shot at winning? Yeah, sure, but my lead was massive. We got to be honest with that. A 16-second lead before the caution.
Pretty unstoppable drive.
The caution gave me a heart attack, though. It's, I didn't pit like anyone else. Aries almost caught up to me.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible.
Well, we'll see how things look at Russia. You got any closing thoughts?
This is the part of the season which I actually do have a great part of experience at. I'm only 40 something points behind Twin in the Formula Micros. Same for the Super Indies.
Oh yeah.
Let's rumble.
Yeah, actually, now I think about it, everything like pre-July has basically been completely new for you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gotta be weird. That'd be so weird. All right. Well, thank you there, Shuffle. An awesome performance today. Hopefully, things could do better. We got another card to talk to. I think if the R15 is here, I gotta bless you for your patience, sir. Let me see what that result was. So an 8th place finish, but it's going to come home with 50 Robux, which is essentially the equivalent of a normal race, finishing in 3rd on a Rosma race or 2nd in any other lower division race. So, very strong performance by you, R15. Do you have a copy? Let me try that again. Do you have a copy? You want to interview?
He's typing in race control.
Oh, he's typing in race control. Okay. Alright. I did not forget about you. I was just trying to run through a shuffle and with the interviews. You are the last person we are interviewing here, so R15 finishing in the 8th place spot. We'll come home 50 Robux richer in a couple of weeks once I get the payouts managed. So overall, not that bad. At least you started the race. I think the big theme was nearly making it yesterday, although we look in retrospect, you would have pretty much started anyways. How was the race today for you? I know you seem to be one of the guys that was struggling a little bit on the track. Did manage to pass Shy by the end of the race. Not very good. All right, would you like to talk about it? I just lack the skill everyone has and stuff. Well, That is true to a degree. I must remind you, this is like the cream of the crop, best drivers in SLC racing today. So, the fact you managed to beat one of them, and the fact you managed to start the race today, it's a pretty good job, you ask me. But, I know it's tough against the absolutely best drivers in the league. So, that's fair enough. Definitely the second newest guy, Gibby, is the newest driver. Literally his debut race, but he beats me all the time in other leagues, so I can see why he did pretty good today. You have only been here for a couple of weeks. This is like your first row racing series, as far as I remember. So I think you did personally a pretty good job to hold up all the way throughout the race. Did get past Shibe, but I want to hear from you what happened today. I also thought the race was a bit too short. It's normally shorter than the full race distance races, so 40 laps left, 40 laps less than the actual event. So that's probably why. My younger brother was pretty loud. Was in the right state of mind driving either, says R15. I just wanted to know what happened today from your POV. Like, how's the race? How's the restart system? Stuff like that. I feel like there should have been that if double file line thing was okay. Feel like that should be for change chassis and stuff. Also, VLAG got the vision lag. Yeah, yeah, a lot of cars. It does tend to happen, and usually when we're single file, it's not as bad. But you know, when everyone's all close like that, so yeah. It was a Windows slide. The worst. It was worse when I drove at Seiko. It was a Windows slideshow. Yeah, it's not that bad, but yeah. But I will clutch a victory sometime soon. We sure hope so. Definitely a lot of opportunities in the other oval divisions, especially. Well, yeah, just pretty much every other oval division in SLCRA. Could use some activities. So less cars tend to race there. So if you do want a good shot, might want to try to race there. You will get a pretty good shot at getting a podium if you race any of those, and they all pay. So, all right. They vary by week, so just when they pop around. So, we're not gonna run one of those in a while. R15 is now said OMG. Peter is bipping it at T3. What is he talking about? Ripping it. Oh. The train. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Rip to Peter. Okay. Well, any closing thoughts, R15? Nah. All right. Well, thank you there, F15. That is going to wrap the race up. We are done for the weekend. Peter's back up, but he's going to stop when he hits Jack Pro's car. That is the limo. That's the entire museum. I'll teleport you inside once I end the stream. So thank you guys for watching. That was a solid race overall. We got somebody else that's joined the VC. That is Cole. So, yeah. All right, Cole. I'm just finishing up my stream here. Thank you guys for watching. That was a pretty awesome race. As there's Peter about to die. They do die. So yeah. Solid deal. We hope to see you guys next week at Yekaterinburg. That's going to be again a normal week and all the normal run times. You know, Friday 7 p.m. for the ROTS mods and everything else right at their usual times. So we'll be at the Russian Grand Prix. So should be pretty awesome.
Holy shit, I just realized Monaco missed the race.